This is a quick demonstration of how to measure a tree. So we're going to do that with two things. One is a distance that we're going to move away from the tree. And we're going to measure this distance right from you to the center of the tree. And an angle between the straight line distance between you and the tree and the straight line that you observe when you look up at the tree. So this angle here, we're going to call it theta, and it's hard to draw theta, and this distance d. And from there, we will have to make the assumption that the tree is perfectly vertical and use that assumption in order to get the height of the tree, this length here, h. So to get this distance is simply a matter of measuring the distance you've moved back from the tree to get the distance between you and the outside of the tree. But this little section here is a little more complicated. So we'll show it in a different window. This is the view from you, overhead view of you standing next to the tree. And you're going to take your measuring tape and go loop it all the way around the tree, like so, and get a recording. So you can see that this isn't a perfect circle and neither is this, but the Big Tree Registry is going to make the assumption that it is and allow you to measure a circumference and then estimate a radius using our circumference equals 2 pi r, right? And thus, one radius is equal to a circumference divided by 2 pi. And so we'll take this measurement, which we're calling our circumference, and we'll divide it by 2 pi in order to get the radius to the center of the tree, which is the distance that we were looking for, because that is the distance that the peak of the tree will be away from the outside of the tree as it grows. So going back to our original thing, that will give us this little distance. We'll add it on to the distance we measured here, and we'll get all of d. In order to get the angle, we're going to use a phone's clinometer, and we're going to tilt the phone and look along the sight line up at the top of the tree, and then record the tilt of the phone there, and then look directly along the sight line of the phone at the base of the tree and get the sight line there. So that's it. Those are the two measurements. That's how we're going to get this angle, is going to be by subtracting the incline of the lower phone from the incline of the upper phone. We'll get this angle, and the distance will be by measuring the distance away from the tree combined with the distance, the radius of the tree at the base. Then we'll take those measurements and do some calculations in order to get the height of the tree in the classroom.